Choked out by the gauntlet. That's hilarious.
Yeah.
Every page is better than the last.
That's an old page.
Yeah.
West Coast Avengers. West Coast Avengers.
There's only one mantra that you all need to know. That's that one over there. See Todd, bye Todd.
Welcome back to another episode of Illegitimate Children. Is it yours? West Coast Avengers for all my new subscribers. I am your comic messiah. Thanks for joining another Sunday morning or whenever you're watching this. I just got back from Heroes. Yeah, North Carolina, Charlotte to be exact. Before we get started, hit the like button. Drop a comment down below. What did you like that I picked up? Do you think that I am a bad person? Don't answer that. I have an adjacent podcast called Direct Edition. It's not always about comics. Currently on my summer break, but we'll be back in a couple of weeks. So catch up. You can find the links down below. As well, I've got a new website. That's right, westcoastavengers.com. It's basically a one-stop shop. Eventually, I'll have a store on there. But if you want to just go and listen to the podcast or watch the YouTube videos or whatever, check it out. It's in its early stages, so stay tuned for a lot of cool updates because I got some great ideas. Let's get to Heroes Con. I'm going to start off by saying this is the greatest comic convention I've ever been to, and I know it's been around for 2-3 decades at this point. I should have gone a couple of years ago, and actually I was supposed to go even before that, but things didn't work out, but I finally went. So why don't we take a trip to Heroes? Since this was my first time at Heroes Con, I was very excited to be here, and I have to apologize to some of the artists. You may see that the camera angles are a little off. I was truly just living in the moment. I hit the record button, but I really wasn't paying attention to the angles I was shooting at. So, my dear viewers, I apologize, but this is a blast, and I had a great time, and I was just, like I said, living in the moment.
Hey, man. How you doing?
Good, how are you?
How is your... Is it cool?
Yes.
I've got it on.
Yeah. I know that camera.
Yeah, exactly. You've been on it before. How was your travels?
Good. Although I got delayed a little bit last night.
Yeah.
Getting in, but everything's cool.
That's how it goes.
Yeah.
That's how it goes.
Walk around for a little bit.
I know
Enjoy
it's not
yourself, and I'll have these. I'll send them out.
I didn't have time to make it. Thanks for your support. Yeah, your patience
He's the best guy in the world. And I'm so glad he's here. Our world is basically educated me upstairs. So our world was just half of her house for the last couple of years. They had to take her out to the world.
I feel like this color. Too much.
Every time I was waking him up.
collector of your art back in the day, and I do not know what are these from.
These were samples.
They were samples. Okay.
Yeah, that I put together.
They're amazing. I mean, I have more, but they were too big to fit in this portfolio, and
I mean, I don't even see where I signed them.
No, I was gonna have you sign them. There's it's a couple more on the next page too. Yeah, because I couldn't figure out, and that makes sense if they're samples. That's why I couldn't find out where they were published. And then I think I have some prelims back here. Some of the prelims from the detective cover.
Yeah, lay out thumbnails.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
How long ago were these samples?
They were right after. They were before Micronaut.
Okay.
Right after.
He's going back about 40.
Captain Marvel. I think.
They're great.
Maybe even before that.
They're amazing. Yeah, some of the other ones, I think I actually have some photos that I took. Like I said, they were too big to bring on the plane, but I wanted to show you the other ones that I had. I thought you would also enjoy seeing them too. Yeah, unfortunately, the guy who owned them did not take care of the stuff, so I'm glad that I have it because I will take care of it. And I'm glad also that you didn't tell me that they were stolen.
No.
Because you know how that goes sometimes.
Yeah, we've been hit too.
Yeah.
Certain things in the storage unit.
Right, and then all of a sudden it's all gone.
Long box in there. And,
Yeah.
Right for a couple of seconds, so be careful. Yeah, that's wrong. Oh, there's tape on this. Would you be careful? Learn my lesson. You were on Saturdays too, right? My pleasure. Thank you.
Hi, John. Dave, nice to meet you.
Nice to see you. How are you?
Good, fellow Long Islander.
All right.
It's an old page.
Yeah.
Hey, it's crazy to think that 20 years has gone by. Like, a little over 20 years at this point.
All right.
And then I run. I wanted to give you this. I run a YouTube channel.
All right.
I do lots of interviews, very much inspired by kayfabe and what they put down.
Okay.
I'd love to have you on the channel. I like to talk about influences, like your first experience with comics and then obviously your career. But I like to dig in. I like to learn about what inspires people.
Okay.
And
It's a podcast?
Yeah, and I'm happy to edit anything. I also am happy to promote whatever you want to promote. I'm not here to promote myself. I'm here to talk to people and have a great conversation. I had Matt Wagner on and Mike Allred and Todd and Eric Larson. So, and my conversation.
I'm in good company.
Yeah, and I like to talk to people. I'm a New Yorker. That's what we do. That's what we do. Eat bagels and talk. All right, John. Thank you so much.
My pleasure. I'll talk to you.
I thought Will was coming to the show. But that's not.
San Diego.
Does he normally come to the show?
Not that I know.
Oh, okay.
So you hit San Diego. He's having a health scare right now. So
Sorry.
hope he still makes it San Diego. As far as I know.
For San Diego.
She's way behind.
It is.
The sketchbook is just insane.
Thanks. That's my main project. I've been off.
I remember when he finished. I was at the table. Yeah, that's me. Yeah, I was at the table when you picked it up. That's it. I gotta take a picture of this.
There you go. Great stuff. Hey, thanks, man. I appreciate it.
Steven, you're not going to probably not get, well, maybe you'll remember. Man, it was like 94, Hofstra University. It was a big show on Long Island. You were there.
Yeah.
Gordie Howe was there.
Yes.
I hung out at your table like all day. I was like, whatever, 15, 14 years old. And you were so nice back then, and I left a big impression on me.
Did you have fun?
Oh, yeah.
I remember that show very well.
It was great. Yeah. I mean, I got to meet Gordie Howe.
Dude,
it was like the first
Gordie
person
Howe.
I met.
Yeah. And it was funny. I was like, 'cause I didn't really, because Gordie Howe, I'm Canadian.
Yeah.
So Gordie Howe's like demigod, legend, right?
Oh, over there.
And he was kind of cool, but you could see like,
Yeah, I know.
felt for the first time, it's like, it was unmistakable. I'm shaking the hand of a tough guy.
Uh-huh. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. When I realized, I was like, oh, he's just kind of like, how you doing?
He's seen some shit.
Hey, how you doing? That is one guy you cannot, you can't talk trash to him. You can't get in his head. There's no way you can fuck him. He's just gonna, you know what I mean?
Yeah, he was. I never got to see him play, unfortunately. So
Yeah, I was too young, but
got to see him in person, and that's that dry line. Yeah. So shoe, and I always love, like, I know, I'm Surfer and Thanos, but I was partial. Man. Yeah, I was always partial to him. I don't know.
See this page.
Well,
Gets choked out by the gauntlet. That's hilarious.
Yeah, because he tries to take it from him. That was a bad idea. But I grew up on this, and I absolutely, love your art. Actually,
I appreciate it.
I don't see you do many interviews, but I have a YouTube channel and a podcast, West Coast Avengers. I would. All right, we are here with Andrew from Optics Binding, the man who puts together these absolutely beautiful books.
What up?
So what do you got there?
This is an omnibus I did of Don Simpson's Megaton Man.
Dandy Don.
Dandy Don. Normally when I go to cons, I like to, rebind sets and, artists that I really admire and have them sign it. And I flew out to this one, and so I couldn't rebind a bunch of books. And so I basically was just like, which one, what do I have a complete run of, and who do I really want to see? And Don was the winner, and so we got a whole slipcase set.
It's so beautiful.
And then actual cover.
That's so cool.
This is all of his kitchen sink adventures. Some of the issues that I bound in this were already signed, so I completely destroyed their value.
I love that the cover says that.
Yeah. But this is a fun way to read all of his stuff.
That was never right. That wasn't collected.
Because I'm really excited. He's got a Fantagraphics omnibus coming out that's going to collect all of this stuff. And it's going to be in black and white. So I wanted to have the original color version along with the black and white that's coming out. Because his line work looks great in black and white. But then the color looks great too.
Yeah, color's fantastic on these books.
And you really got to have both.
Awesome.
So I got both.
Well, thank you. And Optics Binding on Instagram.
On Instagram. Yes.
Cool. Well, this is not for sale, friends, but you never know.
This is my
you
personal
never know.
collections.
You never know what's going to come from this. Thanks.
Shout out to Daniel Warren Johnson. Shout out to Felix Liu and also Steve Olive. This is just a little bit of the madness that was happening at Felix's table all weekend with the longest consistent lines in the whole convention.
I don't think I took a video of all this stuff, so I can put it, we can show it off. How's it been?
Pretty good.
Yeah, that's good.
We're not as busy as Jim, but
well,
we're good.
It's also Friday.
Yeah,
tomorrow,
so
I'm sure it's going to be
everyone is saying
batshit
tomorrow's
crazy.
gonna be crazy.
I'm surprised. Did you sell a bunch of Whizzes yet?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's our biggest seller right now.
Yeah, I figured. I mean, because it was out of print for so long. Lopez here, Doom Dazed, and Adam Rundle. Look at these guys. Let's look at smart. So I bought a couple of collections recently that had a fuck ton of the Robin Snyder published Ditko stuff. And he uses this image, like globe, and I'm seeing this and I'm like, yeah, obviously it's like, I'm always thinking about influences and like who's influenced by what. But obviously it's an Akira thing, but I've just been seeing a lot of this in have you ever looked at any of that stuff? His like Ditko world? obviously he was influenced by Anne, or whatever her name is, Ayn Rand.
Right.
But the art is so fucking weird, and like the contents of all these books that he self-published. And you know he was a straight-laced guy, I think. But I look at him, I'm like, what drugs were you on, my friend? You know? This is
some
wild.
stuff from issue 3 as well, The Power.
I love your art so much, dude.
Thanks. I appreciate that,
dude. This is great.
That is a fucking masterpiece, dude.
And that's the cover. That's gonna be the cover for the 4th one.
Okay.
It's an homage to Fantastic Four #1.
Yeah.
Look at that lettering.
Yeah.
Bro. God damn.
It's beautiful.
Yeah.
God.
Every page is better than the last.
And then this is some stuff from Cosmic Cat.
Okay, so that's
this is the preview I brought to Heroes, the exclusive I brought. But it's like some of the pages from it. Yeah, it's optimistic print.
I need one of those. Super Tiger.
That was from Image Grand Design.
Yeah. You know, I bought it at Emerald City, and I like flipped through it. I have my stack's just so big. I just got that new Web of Horror hardcover that Fantagraphics did, it's this magazine that came out in the late 60s and 70s, and I started flipping through it. It's all like Kaluta writes in, but it's the same thing. Like I'll look through it, and then it goes on a stack, and I'm like, eventually I have to get to reading all of this. So I've been knocking stuff off.
It's hard for sure. There's so much good stuff.
Right. That's what me and Jim were talking about. All right. Morgan Herron's Frankie Boy Monster.
Yeah. This is the 3rd issue, and like I said, I'm going to let it grow organically. So whenever it ends, whenever the story wants to end, it'll end. You know?
I like that.
I'm not going to put a limit on it. I'm going to let it be like a child and grow to what it's meant to be, you know? So.
I like that. Most people won't say those types of things. They'll either say it's, oh, I understand, it's close, you know, it's like a complete story, but then it's like, oh, we don't know when it's going to end because we don't know. But you're like, well, we'll see where
when it ends. Like, I don't know, it's like, because I don't do story arcs. Like, every issue, yes, there's like a new nugget of information you get to the overall main storyline, but you could read issue 2 without having read 1. And same with 3. You could read 3 without reading 1 and 2.
I was just talking about how, and obviously
that's the back cover, and this will be a pinup.
It's been around a long time, but I just kind of started reading Savage Dragon again. And like, all you need to know is that like it's no longer the original, it's his son, and they just moved to San Francisco. You can pick up the new issue and just kind of read it without having to really know, but I'm sure there's stuff that if I read all the issues, I would know.
Yeah, and you'd go ooh and ah, and I'd notice this and that.
Right, but being able to...
That's a piece of auctioning for the Heroes auction.
That's awesome.
Yeah, charity. I'm really proud of it. It looks better in color. I mean, not better. It looks cool in color as well, but I've been told the black and white original looks good.
It's got zip.
Yeah. I have some left over. I bought some during the summer, but during college, it's like,
Yeah.
Can't buy too many during college, but whenever I feel like I can use them, I'll offer to use them. I'm very proud of that Xenomorph piece.
It's a badass Xenomorph.
Thank you.
God, did you see the trailer for Romulus yet?
It's getting hype. It does look good.
Well,
Are they gonna cancel me? I quit comics in '96. I don't give a shit.
You're just doing your thing now.
What's that?
I said you're just doing your thing now. It's great.
The Rebel just for kicks now.
I saw that Fantagraphics is putting out a collection soon, right? That's awesome. And I live in the Northwest. I usually go to the store, the Fantagraphics store, like every 2 or 3 weeks. So when it comes out, I'll definitely be picking it up. Yeah. Thank you.
No.
It's one of my last bucket lists. Really? Oh, I just did see
Holy shit.
This reminds me of the shows.
Did she do any distillery covers?
What's that?
Did she do any distillery covers yet?
She did
Somna cover?
Somna, and then Somna, I think number 3. And then she did Spectrograph.
Spectrograph, right? Okay.
She did the first cover for that.
Is the Somna cover here?
No, so covers they're the bigger size.
Yeah, because
so, I pulled a bunch to bring here because we just got our comps before, so I pulled that and the Spectrograph ones. And I was like, we have to ship everything. I was like,
yeah, it's a pain in the ass.
Like,
yeah, I bought a page from each issue from Becky, and I had to buy a new portfolio for it because it's twice up. But you know, I couldn't.
It makes it like it's so hard.
Yeah.
They don't fit in here, and they don't fit in normal.
But I was lucky because it was at Emerald City, and I live in Tacoma, so I just drove it home.
Oh yeah.
But to have to bring that on a plane or ship it.
Man, I know exactly.
Yeah,
probably a good idea.
but it's such a. I mean, that book it's my favorite book of last year and this year.
It's beautiful, right? It's beautiful. Yeah.
They're killing it though.
Yeah, I love what they're doing. I mean, James' vision is just awesome, right? Like he's really got.
He's got a vision.
Yeah, he's got a beautiful vision.
Yeah.
And I love all the books they've done.
Yeah, the Blood Brothers Mother, the Azzarello and Rizzo one is unbelievable.
You got 4, right? Yeah, we got it.
Oh wow.
Yeah, exactly. Look, hey, why not?
This looks amazing.
Really stopped me right there. When I came in, I kept seeing a long line here. Like,
yeah, I know.
I'm seeing Mark.
All right, day 1 comes to close, and I did not film a lot. I didn't look at one single comic book, but that's okay. I bought 4 pages of original art that I really wanted to buy, and that's really all I care about. Support the good people.
So day 1 was a lot of fun. Got to see Ron Lim and speak to him. Got my Silver Surfer page signed. Same with John Romita Jr. Got to get my Spider-Man page signed and chat with him a little bit. Hopefully you'll be seeing both of them on the channel. Stephen Platt, got him to sign my PC copy of Moon Knight 55, which I have an original page from, as well as Wolverine and Cable.
Guts and Glory.
I spoke to a lot of people on day 1, so I hope you enjoyed watching that. I think what we're going to do now is we're going to end the episode here. I still have so much stuff to show you. We're just going to break it up into 2 parts. I think that's a good place to stop right here. Don't forget to hit the like button, drop a comment down below, check out the podcast, check out the website, and I'll see you next week on the West Coast Avengers. That one was for you, Kazra. Good morning, Vietnam! Wait, that's the wrong movie. Oh, all right.